Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Once again, it's your boy Emilio Wackbar. And I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for joining me here today on this special presentation of the show. And if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you are following us on Twitter at the Emilio Wackbar, or you can hit us up on IG at EJP_entertainment to stay up to date with everything related to EJP Entertainment. And with that being said, folks, we are joined here today by our special guest, phoning in all the way from the sunny California area, Los Angeles to be exact. So with that being said, folks, please help me welcome to the show for the first time, Kapture. Kapture, how are you?
Good. Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely welcome. Welcome to the show. How everything is going with you today?
Good. Nice sunny day here in Los Angeles. Just hanging out and ready to share some of my music with y'all.
I hear that. That's what it is. Now, let me ask you, because I know all this craziness with the weather has been going on lately, not only here in, the East Coast and all that stuff like that, but also over there on the West Coast. Has it been like excruciating hot in Cali as of late, or has it been kind of like, chill? Like what today is like with the weather, other than it being sunny?
So today is about 85. It's not too bad, but it's been excruciatingly hot here in California. And I just moved here from Florida about 6 months ago, and I thought I had it hot there, but the dry heat here is absolutely worse.
Oh, that's crazy. So you moved from Florida originally out to California. So like you just pretty much answer my question when it comes to like the differences in the heat. So I guess in Florida it's a little more humid than it is with the the dry heat out in the desert area, right?
100%.
No doubt about that. So where in Florida are you from originally?
So I was born in New York, actually.
Okay.
I moved to Florida when I was 5, and I spent most of my childhood there, pretty much my whole childhood, actually. I lived in Florida for almost 16 years, grew up there, went through school there, and my sister and her husband live out here in Los Angeles, and they got married last year, and we decided to get a house together. So I moved out here in March of this year.
Okay, so congratulations to your sister and your brother-in-law and everything like that. God bless them, and I wish them the best on their marriage going forward and all that good stuff. And also, New York girl. Okay, that's what it is. So where was you born in New York?
I was born in Manhattan. I grew up on Long Island.
Okay, what part of Long Island? See, I'm all in your shit, minding your business and everything.
I grew up in Comac, Dix Hills area.
Okay, so that's like Suffolk County, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Got you. So that's what it is. New York born, raised in Florida, just moved to Los Angeles in March of this year. So how do you like the transition going from the East Coast to the West Coast? How has that been for you?
The transition itself was quite an adventure. I did actually drive here, and I flew my sister out from LA to Florida to drive with me, but she's actually a really bad driver, and I don't know what I was thinking. I ended up driving all 36 hours straight through on my own, with her in the passenger seat to keep me company. But the transition's been good. I mean, the music here out in Los Angeles, like the opportunities have been great, and my producer Sam J. Garfield is out here, who also produces my brother-in-law's music, and the transition's been great. We're working hard, and I love it here.
Okay, so let me ask you, and I know this is probably a question that everybody out there that's listening right now is probably going to want to know as well. 36 hours in the car straight driving from Florida to California. What did you do in order to stay up for that amount of time driving straight and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so lots of energy drinks, and I also had my 2 large dogs with me. Okay. And they were very stressed. So being the dog mom that I am, just did my best to push through as quickly as possible. But yeah, I think I let my sister drive for maybe 1 hour, that I got sleep the entire ride. But that whole hour I sat in the passenger seat trying to sleep, but she's just a really bad driver. So her on the highway is just asking for an accident.
Oh man, I can imagine. So there go the secret, ladies and gentlemen, for all of y'all out there who would like to know how Kapture made that 36-hour trip straight possible. Lots of energy drinks, bad driving from her sister, and also her 2 large dogs. There you have it.
Yep.
Yeah, what kind of energy drinks was you drinking?
Oh, we live on them out here. I mean, C4s, you got the ice ones are good. Monster, whatever we can get. I mean, I'm not picky.
Okay. Well, for any, energy drink company out there that's looking for a good endorsement, and there you have it, folks. I just want to ask, that I get 10% because I made it all possible. No, I'm just joking.
I mean, the way that we go through them in our house is ridiculous. So,
nah, I hear that.
Yeah.
Man, here lately I just been drinking a bunch of water. I'm trying to, get back on my fitness, journey and do the right things, put the slice down and, start picking up an apple or something like that, those kind of things. But, I understand, everybody got to do what they got to do. And plus, you're younger, so, your metabolism is a lot faster than mine. So, I definitely can understand why you would like to have all those energy drinks and all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel the water too, though, because I just had my first show over here in West Hollywood like last week, and after my producer Sam, we were just talking, and he's like, "You need to be running on the treadmill and rapping your songs at the same time."
Oh, it sounds like you had a problem with voice control. Is that correct, or breath control?
No, I actually, it was my first ever performance over at Rocco's in West Hollywood, and my track went out, so I ended up doing my song a cappella. But, I mean, I'm all about the fitness. You gotta keep it together, especially being a performer and to put on a show for people. You gotta be able to move around and rap at the same time, so...
I absolutely understand that. Now, let me ask you, like with that, being said and, you getting the experience of having your first ever performance, you didn't have a Milli Vanilli moment, did you? Where, the music cut off and then they realized you was just, just like, singing to the, the backup track and everything?
No, I actually finished the entire song a cappella, and if you want to see it, it's on my Instagram at Kapture with a K. Spelled out and then with a K also in the front. But yeah, no, there's a video of it. He was actually proud of me. And my friend Jamie Love, who I also have a song with, we were performing both songs, so she happened to be next to me on the stage ready to get on for the next song, and she made the DJ run it back for me, so I ended up performing the song twice. But if you want to see it, it is on my Instagram.
Hey, well, that's dope. Congratulations to you on that one right there. Because I can honestly admit, I've never been on a stage as a performer. Maybe like, when I was in, elementary school, doing school plays and stuff like that, but never no real like speaking parts or anything. So like, I can only imagine the kind of nerves that you felt at that time running through your body. So what was that experience like doing that for the first time, and especially in a place like West Hollywood?
Yeah, so I mean, definitely had nerves at first, but I had my whole family there with me, and everyone that's supportive of my music and has gotten me this far was there. So really just having the support system that I have, there's no reason to be nervous, and I actually enjoyed the experience so much. I'm so excited to get to perform more and get some more opportunities to put my music out there.
Nice. So with that being said, like, where's your next performance going to be? Like, is it going to still be at the same venue, or are you looking to move around and go to different venues throughout, Los Angeles and California and the whole entire West Coast?
Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure where the next one will be yet, but that is to follow.
That's what's up. So like, when is your next performance? Like, do you know like the exact date, or do you have a waiting period that you got to go through before you get scheduled again for another venue?
Yeah, so most likely the next one that has been of talks will be September 10th, and that will be at the R.A.B in West Hollywood.
Nice.
So that's the next one of talks, but I'm not sure if anything will come up in between there.
Okay. So, like, with that being said, like, what started you on your music journey? Like, what inspired you to, get into the realm of, creating music and distributing your music out there for people to, listen to your story?
Yeah, so I started a journal when I was 16. It was around the time that my parents got divorced, and it really just became the journal of all my thoughts and really anything that would go on in my life that I wanted to keep the memory of, good or bad. I would write down in my journal. And recently, as of November of last year, I started to want to create music again. From back when I was 16, I had started to write music but never really put anything out. And then when I went to my sister's wedding, I got to meet my brother-in-law's producer, Sam J. Garfield, and he was so excited about an old song that he had heard of mine. And then I decided to start creating with him. I started flying out here once a week, every 4 weeks, when I was living in Florida. And finally I was like, I'm going to move out here. It's just a lot to be flying back and forth. But all of my music comes from my journal that I've had since I was 16. And all of it kind of explains parts of my life that have happened. And now I'm getting to the point where the newer stuff that I'm going to be putting out is just about the future, what's ahead, and what's happening now.
Okay. That experience right there, I'm pretty sure was a lot, going back and forth, traveling from Florida to California to now, settling, out in California to pursue your dreams and all that good stuff. So I can only imagine what that's been like. So, like, how has the ride been for you? Like, I know, we speak and we ask these questions all the time and everything. I know it kind of comes off as a little cliche, but I understand also that everybody's experiences are a lot different than, the next person. So, when it comes down to your experience personally, like, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like this was the best decision you made in terms of pursuing your music, or do you sometimes get those moments where you just like, what, kind of miss being back home in Florida, kind of miss the old humidity and all that stuff like that? Like, how's it been for you?
I don't know, 1,000%. Moving to California was the best decision for my career. Mm-hmm. I get opportunities here and get to network and meet people here that I wouldn't get those opportunities back in Florida. I also left behind relationships that I didn't want to be around anymore back in Florida, with my dad, and also just another relationship. So moving to California was definitely the best decision for me, and I am so grateful that I did it.
Absolutely. So with that being said, being out there in Cali, have you bumped into any celebrities as of yet?
We definitely have bumped into celebrities. I ran into Kim Kardashian getting my hair done. I've also gone out with Billy Porter, is very close with my brother-in-law. We've gone out together. We see them all the time. We run into them anywhere, but it's just a normal thing.
Okay. So it's safe to say you don't get starstruck when you run into these individuals on the streets or any kind of restaurant or venue or any other location where they're known and frequent, huh?
It would depend on who it is. I feel like if it was a rapper that I look up to, I might be a little more excited than just a celebrity that's famous for being on TV.
Oh, okay. So, like, who would be some of the rappers that you would get starstruck over if you ran into them and had the chance to meet them for the first time?
Meek Mill, Rod Wave, Little Baby. I don't know, Cardi B. Those might be some that I'm excited about meeting. I don't know. I feel like networking is such a big thing in this game. Like, there are so many artists that are out here trying to live their dream, and like, it only takes meeting one of the right people in order for your career to take off. Mm-hmm. So
now, was your aspiration to be like, a signed artist to like a major label, or do you want to stay the independent route and kind of like build up your own platform from there? I know a lot of people got different aspirations once they start as an artist, but sometimes that changes along the line once they get introduced to various opportunities. So like, what are you looking to get from the game? Like, what do you want to become as an artist when it comes down to it?
Yeah, right now I definitely see myself staying independent for the moment being. I mean, I'm not going to say that if the right label didn't come around that I might change my mind, but right now I think being an independent artist and creating my own brand and my own platform is more important at the moment.
Completely understand that. So with that being said, I understand also that you have a new song that you're about to be releasing in the next couple of days, and when people listen to this interview, is going to already be out. So let's talk about that one. It's called R.A.B. So what does that stand for?
Yes, so R.A.B stands for Real Ass Bitch. Actually, Wow Ash Wow, who I believe you've interviewed before, she helped me write this song along with Jamie Love, who I also have a feature song with. So the Real Ass Bitch is about just being an independent, strong woman who just has to like think about herself and like who doesn't really care about what anyone else thinks or what other people's view of her is. Like, it's just about living life in this moment and being you. And if there's haters, like, let them hate, because at the end of the day, you're only going to have your own back. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Shout out to Wild Ash Wild, definitely one of my favorites when it comes to just overall individuals. She got a really dope soul and she got a really good story as well, so definitely want to say shout out to Ash and all that good stuff as well. So how has that been, having somebody like her in your corner helping you with your career?
Yeah, so Wild Ash Wild is one of my favorite people out here. She has been such a mentor to me, and honestly, she's family to me. She helped me write this song, and like ever since has been such a support system for anything that involves music. And her writing is absolutely incredible. So even just to get to sit in on her studio sessions sometimes and just watch her process and how she does things, I've been so grateful to be able to have her in my circle for sure.
Absolutely, and that's definitely a great person to have in your circle, because Wild Ash Wild, she's definitely one of those creatives out there that every time you listen to a song of hers or you get a chance to experience the Wild Ash Wild moments, like you just you come away from it feeling like it was a good to be a part of that and all that good stuff, so definitely that's what's up. I'm glad you was able to link up with her, being able to get introduced to her and all that good stuff. So with that being said, before we get ready to start wrapping everything up, like, what are your goals long term for being a artist? Do you look to like just be one of those in the moments, or do you want to have like a long lasting career where you're going to make a lot of timeless music that 10 years from now people can still come back to and check out and listen, and it still sound like it just dropped yesterday?
Yeah, so my music definitely tells a lot about my story and my life, and I put it out in hopes to reach other people that might have a similar story or that just want someone that they can relate to. I have a song called Failed that will be coming out shortly after Real Ass Bitch. I have one song in between called Residuals with another feature, and then Failed will come out. And it's a song about my relationship with my dad, and that song is very special to me, and I hope it gets to reach people that have a similar story. And besides that, I mean, I really just want to keep creating music, and whatever comes to me comes, and that's where I'm at right now. I do have some great people, including Ash Wow, of Sam J. Garfield's artists that are in my circle, and everyone's kind of starting to put out their albums, and they're all just putting out so many great things. Like, I just look up to all of them so much, and I'm just going to keep creating, and wherever it goes, it goes.
Absolutely. You sound like you're in a really good space right now, especially with the people that are around you and in your camp and, supporting you and all that good stuff. So definitely looking forward to seeing what you do with your career and how far you advance in terms of, your music and all that good stuff. Because I'm pretty sure you're looking to get out there and really just, hit the ground running and really, make your music known to the world. So with that being said, before we get ready to close out, are you looking to put out an album sometime before the end of this year? Or that's something you're just going to take your time and just build up to?
An album, we're definitely going to take our time with, but I do have an EP that I've already started working on that will hopefully be coming out before the beginning of next year.
Cool. And what else can we expect from you from the rest of 2023 going forward?
Yeah, so we have Residual. Well, Real Ass Bitch comes out this Friday, August 11th, along with a music video that will be put out with that. And then my song Residuals, which is featuring Groovy, another one of Sam's artists, will be out September 8th. And Sailed comes out October 6th.
Absolutely. And now before, we get ready to sign off, to all the people out there that's looking to get in contact with you, that want to reach out to you, that want to hear more of your music, want to follow you on social media, or maybe even want to bring you onto their show, how can they make that possible?
Yeah, so my Instagram is Kapture with a K spelled out. And that's starting with a K also, so Kapture with a K. And you can reach out to me on there. And that's also the Kapture this with 2 S's at Gmail is my email for any inquiries.
Absolutely. Well, Kapture, we definitely thank you for taking the time out to join us here today on the show. It was definitely a delight having the opportunity to speak with you and getting to know you and your music and all that good stuff. And hopefully this won't be the last time you appear here on the show. Hopefully we'll get to come back here again and have more conversations just like this and expand more on what we got to, the opportunity to learn from you here today.
For sure. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me.
You're absolutely welcome. Don't hang up just yet. And to everybody else out there, keep it locked and stay tuned because we're going to get into this brand new single by our guest here today, Kapture, on the show. So keep it locked. It's your boy Emilio Wegball, and we'll be back with much more right after this. Want to be heard on the Nonstop Radio Show? Send us your submissions in MP3 format at Let's Network Musically 212@gmail.com.
This is Nonstop Radio.